I don't know if you guys heard the announcement, but it was pretty exciting news. Cleveland is getting a pro soccer team. The WPSL, it's a D2 league. It's not the top tier, but they're launching a league in the spring of 2027. And Cleveland, Ohio is slated for a franchise. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about was we debated this, right? Let's let the listeners in on a little behind the scenes. I was like, we should talk about the Masters. And I was like, we should talk about soccer. And I was like, I'm right, you're wrong. And then he goes, this means a lot outside of just the moment. It's the stadium, it's the development. What does this mean for Northeast Ohio? So quickly, before we dive into our first big topic of the night, what does this mean to you guys? What does it mean for the city? Are you excited? Who did I let start next time? Last time, the other person should go first. I think I let Noah start.
It's Eric's turn. It's Eric's turn. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my reaction. It's 3 words. Kids, cover your ears. Let's fucking go. I'm so pumped for this. First of all, women's sports, they're on the rise, and I'm here for it. We've talked about it before. I'm a big proponent. I watch women's college basketball. I watch the W. It's fun. And these are really talented athletes that should be supported. And the fact that Cleveland they're supporting these athletes and bringing in a women's team, it does nothing but help grow the sport. And I'll tell you this, Cleveland is the absolute best place to have. I don't care if it's a tier 2 league, whatever, because they're going to be supported. That stadium's going to be filled, and Clevelanders are going to show out. I heard that there are already, if I'm not mistaken, they're already selling season tickets, or there's already like a list of people ready and willing to be season ticket holders. It's going to be a hot ticket in town. We might have a little surprise on the show soon. I want to tease. I don't know yet. I have a meeting tomorrow, but related to this. But I'm really excited. And the people that are making this happen, honestly, hats off to you. I know you're working hard behind the scenes. And, it takes a lot to do something like this. It takes a lot of funding. These are not owned by billionaires like the Browns. So it's a little different. And they're working really hard behind the scenes to bring this team here. And I'm honestly just super excited.
Yeah. I'm going to piggyback off of everything that you said, because you hit on a point that I thought was really interesting. The season tickets, this I'm assuming also engulfs the men's league team, the MLS Next team that is coming. 16,000 signups for these tickets already. 16,000. We didn't. It's insane. We didn't get to hit on the stadium yet, so I'm going to pull up a couple of the graphics. For those who don't know, this is the site of where it's going to be. So just, what would that be? South of Progressive Field, basically,
Yep.
Southwest a little bit. So this is where it's going to be, right off of the highway, which is a fantastic location, in my opinion, because there is absolutely nothing past that way. So it extends downtown a little bit. But they also have, they also have some good renderings, though, as well, that I wanted to show off that were included in some of the hype up of them getting this team today. This is a picture of what the stadium's going to look like. The goal right now, I believe, is to have it be 12,000 seats and then potentially expand it to 20,000 seats, 12,500 up to 20,000 as they continue to expand and grow on it as teams start to play there. And then here's another rendering I wanted to show as well. Kind of the backside where you can see what the field will look like, some of the open airiness and that type of thing. I'm really excited about this. My girlfriend used to play soccer, so she's super excited to get into it. That's one of the things she misses about her hometown, Cincinnati, is this FC Cincinnati. So now we have some of that to warm her up to Cleveland just a little bit more. John, what do you think about it?
So I really think what you both said. Erik, I agree with every single word of your take, and Noah, yours. So instead of reiterating it, I'll take another spin on this and maybe take it a level farther. Tell me if this is crazy. I don't like Pittsburgh very much, but one thing that they did very well is make sure that the Penguins, the Pirates, and the Steelers all have the same colors. So when everybody has gear, you can support each other's team easily. I'm not advocating for that for the Cavs or the Guardians. The Guardians have actually, by the way, probably the nicest uniforms in the MLB other than the Dodgers.
Wow.
Yeah, I love them. The red, white, and blue, it just slaps. They did a good job this year. But what I would tell this women's soccer league team to do and the ownership group is dig into the Cleveland roots and make it as easy for success as possible. Promote tailgating, make the colors orange and brown, talk about how important it is to come out and support the women of your community like you do the men of the community. You'll get even greater following. If I could wear my Browns gear to the soccer game and it's orange and brown and it feels easy to transition to a soccer fan. Erik, we debate it all the time. Soccer is not America's sport, but it is a fun game. Love the World Cup, love Copa, love Euro, love Olympic soccer. Learning a little bit more about Premier League. And if you want to expand that love of soccer, the support of women's athletics, make the colors orange and brown, call them the Brownies or the Brownettes, and let's get after it. And you'll have 20,000 crazy fans in that stadium rocking that thing every single time you have a home game. So I love it. I'm a girl dad of 4. This means a lot to me. I'm going to take my girls to some games, but like, do it up. This is a big deal.
I actually love this take. I don't know about calling them the Brownies or Brownettes, but
a little sexist, but I liked it.
I do love sticking with a color theme like that. I think that's a fantastic idea. And I'll say, you guys know that I'm a huge soccer fan, like big enough to go over to London to watch my favorite club. But I've also watched some clubs here in America, and a team that does it really well are the Seattle Sounders. They first of all, they sell out the same stadium that the Seahawks play in. They have opposite, believe it or not, of the Hawks Nest, which is the crazy fandom like the Dog Pound. They have their version of that for soccer. But what's really cool is they do this march to the game. So you get together, you drink. Oh, did I cut?
No, you're good.
You're
Keep
good.
going.
Oh, weird. It was spinning on my end. That's weird. They get together, they drink, and then they do a march, a couple hundred yards to the stadium. I think you could do something similar, marching over from East 9th Gateway area and make it a lot of fun, shut the street down. It's nothing but good things for Cleveland.
I also like your take and your idea of the color scheme. I don't know how I feel about the Brownies and Brownettes or whatever. I also don't know if they'll actually go with the brown and orange and lean into that. I could see them leaning into one of the classic color schemes of wine and gold or blue and white and red, like the Guardians or something like that. I could also see them doing their own identity. Every team here has its own identity, aside from like the teams in the rock entertainment bubble. And I guess that's really it. Because minor league baseball, everybody has their own identity. I'm just excited, man. Another stadium, another place to host events, another thing to do in a city that I think the three of us love and hold very dearly to our hearts. This is really important, and this is really exciting, and it's an exciting time to be a Clevelander.
Can they just figure out that branding soon? Because I'll buy a jersey or a kit, as it's called in soccer, today. Like, let's do it. And I really hope
Cleveland pro soccer stuff already. There's like a scarf that's out there and stuff. It's black and white. It's nothing crazy, but yes, I'm with you 100%.
I know it's silly, but because it's such a big part of soccer and the uniforms, I hope they have a cool sponsor. Like, that logo is really important because it's so big on the front of your jersey. And I know there's a lot of options, obviously, for Cleveland businesses, but I hope it's something cool.
Yeah, you're going to get Cleveland Cliffs and like it.
Or progressive. I'd do progressive if it's flow.
I would do Sherwin-Williams, to be honest, if I were them. But, there's a lot of good options in Cleveland. Ladies and gentlemen, this may come as a surprise to you, but Erik, who works in marketing, who drives a BMW and has on a BMW Polo, believes in the power of branding. Wild.
I'm a brand guy, man. What can I say? I live and breathe that stuff.
It's one of my favorite things about you. His office is a shrine to branding. Every time I go in there, I notice something new. He comes by it honest. Anything else on soccer before we dive into our first topic of the night, gents?
No,
London
I'm really
is blue always.